Fentanyl overdoses are fueling America's drug crisis, killing more young adults than COVID ever has. Now some prosecutors want to take the same tough stance we've seen with COVID rules and apply it to this epidemic. My next guest is at the forefront of that fight, creating tougher penalties for drug dealers. Let's bring in Michael Hestrin, Riverside County District Attorney in California. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. As I always say when we talk drugs and fentanyl, almost anybody you talk to has been directly affected by this, whether it's a family member, a friend, a neighbor. We're all directly connected to this. And sadly, we have not seen this at the forefront. We've been fighting a global pandemic, but fentanyl is killing so many young Americans. What are we doing about it?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. In Riverside County, the number of fentanyl deaths in the last 5 years has gone up 800%. This year, we expect to have well over 500 people die because of fentanyl poisoning. You know what? We're facing a crisis here, and in our county and across Southern California especially, district attorneys have gotten together, and we're starting to file murder charges against people that deal fentanyl and kill. And I think that that's a critical component. We've got to push back, get the word out that this will not be tolerated in our counties.
You know, a lot of these headlines, they really grab your attention when you realize just how bad this crisis has gotten. This is our own Fox News headline on the crisis and the overdose deaths that we're seeing. Fentanyl overdose has become the #1 cause of death among U.S. adults ages 18 to 45, calling it a national emergency. I'll put up the drug overdose deaths as we see these numbers. Each one of these lives that has been lost due to fentanyl, 21,689 between the ages of 10 and 24, 72% male, 28% female. And this woman shares her story of addiction with our own Lawrence Jones. Let's play it out.
What is the breaking point?
Well, the breaking point, I was 10 weeks pregnant with my first child and I overdosed.
What was that day like for you?
I just knew that, honestly, I knew I was going to start feeling her kick soon, and that scared me, because then it was going to be real.
That was it for you. Why?
I just didn't want to do that to my own child.
We see this and our heart breaks for these people who have gone through this struggle. Is increasing the penalty on the drug dealers, is that the answer?
It's part of the answer. It's not going to be the sole solution. We're working hard to get the message out, and you having me on the program and covering this also helps. People need to understand there's no safe way to use or deal fentanyl. The drugs that are on the streets now are virtually all laced with fentanyl. It's all mixed in. And so if there ever was a time, there never was a time when drugs were safe, but now they're literally killing people. It's playing Russian roulette. I just want to give you this one statistic. The DEA estimates that 40% of the illegal pills on the street now contain a fatal dose of fentanyl.
Wow.
40%.
Everyone should hear that. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. Thank you.